Hi everyone, Pam here from Creative Homescaping. Today I'm going to be choosing which items I use on my Christmas tablescape. So if you would like to participate in helping me choose, as well as hear a few of my family Christmas traditions, then stay tuned. I'm filming this video as part of an open collaboration that's being hosted by Kimberly Davis of Diva Designing on a Dime with Kimberly Davis and Bree of Bree's Project Book. Links to their channels will be provided in the description box down below, as well as a link to the playlist when it's available. And this open collaboration is called Family Traditions and Christmas Tablescape 2018. They wanted us to share some of our holiday family traditions as well as a Christmas tablescape of some sort. It doesn't have to be a dining room table. It could be a coffee table or an entryway table or even the top of a buffet. They weren't limiting on it. But I haven't decided what to do in my dining room yet. And I thought it might be fun if I let you go through the decision process with me rather than just sharing my tablescape. That way you can help me try to decide what to do, and then in a future video I can show you the actual completed tablescape and you can see whether I went with your favorites or not. So if that sounds like fun, I hope you'll grab a warm cup of your favorite winter beverage, tea, coffee, hot cocoa, hot apple cider, and join me as I do this. One of the things that we always liked to do during the holidays as our daughters were growing up was to go get pictures with Santa and also get family portraits. So I thought I would share a few of them with you. So this one is the Christmas before our younger daughter was born. I'm trying to get it so it's not so glary. So it was just my older daughter by herself. And then the next year, here's she was 8 months old at the time, and her sister was 6, so that was their first photo together. Here's some more as they got older. And these dresses I actually made for them. And then I'll show you the last one we had done. I only have small ones of this one. For some reason, I think we must have given the big one away, but so I'll hold it up close. This was when my older daughter, I think, was a freshman in high school, and my younger one was still in elementary school. That's the last one we had done. So I thought I would share a few of those with you. Here is what my base table setting is going to look like for Christmas. So at the bottom, I have my red chargers. Next, this is actually some china that was a present to our younger daughter one year. And then these are my plates. I got them from Pier 1 a few years ago. And now I'm going to show you what the glasses choices are that I'm looking at doing. So here is another set. You can see there's different words on the plate. But I'm thinking of either doing my clear crystal glasses or a water glass that's clear and then bringing in a little bit of green from the Rhine wine glasses. I'm not sure exactly how many people we're going to have. We're going to have at least 8, but we could have as many as 11. And I may, if I go with the Rhine wine glasses, I may have to bring in a couple other glasses because I don't have enough of those for everybody. So let me know which set of glasses you would choose. So I am going to show you in this one some photos of my younger daughter from her first nutcracker through to her last nutcracker. And the reason I'm doing this is I mentioned in a prior video she was training to be a professional ballerina. She was injured and had to stop. But I thought you might like to see the progression in case some of you have little girls who are taking ballet. So hold on. This was her very first Nutcracker that she ever got to be in. She played a little angel, and she was 5 years old at the time. When she was 7, she got to be in the party scene for her very first time, and she was so excited. She was the youngest one who got to be in the party scene, and you can tell in this picture the smallest dress was just huge on her. And then here is one of her first featured roles. And then her very final year, she got to be the girl who gets the Nutcracker. And now I'll show you a few shots of her in her pas de performance with the Nutcracker Prince. So here's one. And then here's another one. And then here's the last one. Here are my chair options. The one on the left is how our dining room chairs look most of the time. It's kind of a oatmeal color ultra suede. And then the one on the right, which hasn't been steamed yet, is a chair cover. It's a kind of a burgundy damask. So let me know which one you would pick. So I thought I would share something about how we open Christmas presents. I know some people open them on Christmas Eve, some on Christmas Day, and so I thought I would share what we do. We started out with stockings and most presents on Christmas Day, with one present on Christmas Eve. And then as we got older, we asked them what they wanted to do, and they liked the one Christmas present on Christmas Eve. And they usually decided to open up one of their presents from each other on Christmas Eve. So that's what they tend to do now. If they have more than one from each other, they'll pick one. If they have just one from each other, then they'll open up each other's present on Christmas Eve. And we still do stockings, even though we're all grown. We like stockings. And we open the bulk of our presents on Christmas Day. These plates have a gold trim on them, but I do not have any gold flatware. And I wish I did, because I'm using gold leaf and brass in my centerpiece, but I don't, so I'm going to have to use something silver toned. So these are my options. Let me know what you think. And I'll put each one right next to the place settings so you can see them. But this is my everyday stainless flatware. This is some silver plated flatware that was my husband's grandmother's that he inherited. This was my mother's sterling that I inherited. And this is our sterling that we got, a lot of it from our wedding. So those are the options. Now I'll put them next to the place setting so you can see. Okay, here's the stainless. That would be the easiest because I don't need to polish it and it can go in the dishwasher. Here's the silver plate. And I don't know if you can see this, but it actually is engraved with our initial. Here is my mother's sterling. And here is my sterling. So tell me which one you would use in the comments down below. And I thought I would also share how we decide who's going to open what present. So when I was growing up, it was just kind of a free-for-all. Everyone went and looked under the tree, found the presents that belonged to them, and just started opening them. You had paper flying everywhere, boxes all around, and that was a lot of fun. But it got to be a mess very quickly, and I really don't like messes. So we have not done that in our house, but I'm going to share with you a couple ways that we have done things. So when my sister was just graduated from high school, she went and spent a year in France, and she studied at the University of Caen and lived with a French host family. And that family actually had a tradition of hiding the gift tags. So the youngest person there would pick the first gift and have to figure out where the tag was hidden and then give it to the person whose gift it was. And then that person would go and choose the next gift. So we started doing that in our house, and that was a lot of fun because often we didn't have a big extended family around us, and it made Christmas morning gift opening a lot more fun, less chaotic, and then you could appreciate what everyone was getting and hear the thank yous and that sort of thing. Well, in one of my sisters-in-law family, they had a different tradition. The youngest would act as what they called the little elf, as long as that person could read. And the little elf would pass out all of the Christmas presents to the various people. So then everyone would have their pile of presents at their feet, and then they would go around the room and take turns opening presents. And so that's what we tend to do when we have all of our extended family together and are opening those sorts of presents, because we do a gift exchange. So my daughter, even though she's in her 20s now, she's the youngest cousin, so she tends to act as the little elf, and sometimes her sister helps her or her cousin, and they give everyone their present and sort it out. But the one last way that we've done it is that the youngest starts, and then the next person who gets the present goes and picks a present for the one to open after them. So for instance, if she gave me a present for me to open, then once I'd open my gift, it would be my turn to go and pick a present for someone else to open. So I thought I would share these with you in case you want to try some of them yourself. Okay, so this one's going to be the hardest. I'm trying to decide which combination of napkin and napkin ring or multiple napkins I should use with the setting. I usually actually use 2 napkins, one that you can keep on the table to dab at your mouth and one for your lap that's a little bigger. Not sure if I'm going to do that this year because there's a lot going on. I also have some different colored napkin choices. So let me show you what those are. This is the first one. It has these beige ultra suede type napkins, and they actually match the chairs. It's almost the same material. The chair covers are from IKEA, but these napkins were from Pier 1 many years ago. Here are the napkin rings I made. I also have this choice of napkin ring, which I got on clearance after Christmas a few years ago from Pier 1. I think they were $1 a piece at the time. So I have those 2 choices with those kind of suede colored napkins. I also have black napkins with the same 2 napkin rings. And then I also have these smaller white napkins with Battenberg lace on them. I was thinking of using those as a second napkin. And then here's my last choice. Red napkins, with or without the white napkins, with the same napkin rings. Now they're a little bit redder than either the Chargers or the Table Runner. So I'm not necessarily opposed to that, but I'm not sure if I want that much red on the table or not. So let me know in the comments down below what you think I should use. Thanks for coming along with me as I show you my options for my tablescape, as well as sharing some of my family traditions. And I'd like to extend a big thank you to Kimberly and Bree for hosting this challenge. It's been a lot of fun, and it challenged me to do something a little bit different than just showing an actual tablescape. I hope you had a lot of fun watching it. I know I had fun trying to figure out what to show you and what to share. If you're new to my channel, I post several videos a week on how to creatively manage and decorate your home. So I hope you'll consider subscribing and coming back to see new videos. You can subscribe hitting the subscribe button down below. Thanks once again for watching. Please do be sure to check out the hosts' channels as well as the playlist. And I'd like to wish all of you a very happy holiday season. I look forward to seeing all of you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.